We have to study psychology. We have to learn how the herd mentality would affect things. We have to understand how we can position ourselves so that we're not driven by things like social proof. If the whole market goes one direction, we don't want to be just simply followers. And it's a very contagious thing. So we have to be very aware and really implement things objectively. And that is that's the main approach. But on top of that, Chloe, I'll add, we have all sorts of checklists. And we use these checklists at different times throughout our process. So we have an investment checklist that we would go through before we make a large investment. But we also have a crisis management checklist. And these are very specific items. It's like when, and that's a lot of times there's other investors that you've interviewed who talk about their checklists. And a lot of times they don't want to tell you exactly what's on the checklist because they are very personal. It is like maintaining standard exercise, eating routines, even taking, a recess from watching the portfolio, because you don't want to be acting in the portfolio when your mind is distracted. And so some of these checklists, like a crisis management checklist, comes really into play when we have a position that might be moving against what we previously thought. So on the checklist, it says to make sure and go and revalue the position that we're concerned about, because sometimes by revaluing it, you realize the thesis is right, the analysis is right, the data is correct, and there's actually nothing to worry about. So we constantly have to navigate these challenging periods. There's it's a stormy world out there. So things in the short term can be irrational and volatile, and you really need to focus on the long term and avoid the noise. And these checklists help us maintain that discipline.
I absolutely love what you are sharing. I think I'm picking up a lot of golden insights from this. Firstly, like even, like a lot of times we as individual investors, retail investors, we go through a lot of emotions, and we tend to think that, oh, portfolio managers, you guys are immune to it. But actually we are all human beings, right? And everybody will go through certain kind of emotions, and it's very normal. So if you are listening right now, okay, if you go through emotions, how many of you been through emotions before in your investing journey? If that is you, can you type it's okay? Put it in the chat. It's okay. It's totally normal. Don't need to beat yourself down, because it's just part and parcel of your learning journey that you will go through emotions. But most importantly is, like what Matthew said, it's a constant learning process, right? You want to make sure you have certain checklists that hold your emotions under control. You want to make sure you reevaluate the decision, right? Because when it comes to investing, it's not like, oh, you buy and you forget. It's more like a constant journey to keep up with the companies, reevaluating it, whether is it still a good company, whether should you actually be buying more right now if the prices is dropping. So that's why it's a lot of work, and that's why I always respect professional fund managers like you guys, because you really put in a lot of effort to not just manage your own fund, right?